Thank you for joining us. Right now, friends and family of a fallen Wisconsin deputy are gathering to honor her life and legacy. Deputy Katie Leising of the St. Croix County Sheriff's Department was shot and killed in the line of duty last weekend. Her loved ones described Katie as a loving wife and mother and dedicated deputy. Leising's funeral began just moments ago. We will have much more on the service coming up tonight at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock. Leising is the latest officer to lose her life in the line of duty. Tonight at the Capitol, there will be a vigil to honor her, along with 3 other officers who were killed in recent weeks. The vigil is open to the public. It starts at 6. Also at the Capitol today, the Senate is getting ready to vote on a public safety bill that could bring big changes to Minnesota's gun control laws. Under the new proposal, gun owners would need to pass both a criminal background and a mental health check. It would also make Minnesota the 20th state to pass red flag laws. We have more on today's vote coming up tonight at 6:30 on Breaking the News. Minnesotans can have their say about cannabis. The first public hearing is happening now at the Capitol. The Senate committee is working to sort out the differences between the 2 separate cannabis bills that were passed in the House and the Senate. The public testimony will be part of it. Once this wraps up, one bill will go back for a vote. Well, right now, crews are fighting floodwaters near Albert Lea. You can see here roads and parks underwater after 5 inches of rain fell in just 8 hours. There's also a state of emergency in New Richland after rain and snow melt caused intense flooding there. Mace Michaels is in the backyard. Cloudy, couple of raindrops, but nothing too splashy or wet out there yet.
At least nothing pressing right now,
Yeah.
right. The steadier rain will start up more tomorrow and continue right on through into Sunday morning. Outside now, though, comfortable temps. We're in the low and mid 70s, kind of hazy sunshine, comfortable afternoon, 73 with an east-southeast wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour. A peek at what we have going on across the state, 60s and 70s throughout most of the state right now, and some of those little showers popping up. You see a couple of showers here around the Twin Cities in southern Minnesota, more notably around I-90, Mankato to Albert Lea and over towards Rochester. A couple of showers, it looks like Monticello and maybe over towards the Buffalo area, and a few showers towards Mille Lacs, almost to Brainerd and east to Aiken to about Duluth and up the Minnesota River. Watching this low pressure center to our south, you'll notice not maybe as much rain this evening, although southwest Minnesota will start to see the rain increase tomorrow morning, and that wave of showers and storms will try to roll up at the metro tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. Better chances for rain south. Notice northern Minnesota ends up being drier as this area of high pressure builds in and clears out the sky, and especially for everyone Sunday afternoon. So for today, lots of 70s with a mixture of sun and clouds. For tonight, 50s and low 60s, of course, with raindrops around. And for the fishing opener, mid 60s to around 70, maybe 72 if we see a little more sun here in the metro. For Mother's Day, a lot of 60s in southern Minnesota, but brighter skies up north, especially throughout most of the day, will bring in 70-degree weather. And the 7-day forecast looking dry and mild into next week. Comfortable temps ahead, Rena.
Aces.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Wow.
friend. Well, you can stay one step ahead of this weekend's storms with the KARE 11 weather app. You can get personalized forecasts, weather alerts, and check live radar anytime. Of course, it's free in any app store.
It's going to be great, and I'm just excited to spend some time out on the water.
That's Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan on today's fishing opener. She's kicking off the summer season in Mankato today. Enjoying the nice weather while it lasts. She'll be spending the weekend on the water in place of Governor Walz, who is out of town for his daughter's college graduation. And just in time for fishing season, we're headed to one of Minnesota's only women-owned bait shops. Ken Erdahl will have more tonight on Breaking the News at 6:30. And before we go, this Mother's Day is Sunday, and if you're still trying to make plans, here's a few unique events to keep in mind. The Minnesota Jazz Chamber Orchestra is playing a jazz brunch at the Granada Theater, and Surly Brewing is hosting a Mother's Day market with beer and live music. If you want to soak up the sun, how about a brunch cruise on the Mississippi in St. Paul? Or you can head to Como Zoo and Conservatory for the annual Bonsai Show. That's my favorite. I love that. All right, that's going to do it for us for now, but don't go too far. We'll be back in just 30 minutes. Have an excellent afternoon, friends.